Hello, hello, hello. It is Elizabeth tuning in to today's Tuesday Tasty. Yes, same place, same time where I stop in every single week for a live training on some of my favorite things about growing your business online, marketing, sales, positioning, pricing, everything that you need to really scale and grow your business online. So if you are tuning in today, let me know where you are tuning in from. And if you are catching the live or the replay, let me know in the comments. Did you realize that we only have about literally 4 months left before 2021 is over? I know it's like one of those things where we often don't think about it, right? I don't really consider November and December part of the year. Do you consider November and December part of the year? And it's crazy how fast 2021 is flying. So let me just do a quick tech check here. We want to make sure that we are live. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Molly made it. She finally made it. Welcome, Molly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. All right. So I got a lot of fun stuff like in store for everyone this coming month of July. It's flying by. It is flying by so quickly. If you have been wondering where the summer has gone in your business, you've only got 4 months left because December and November, I think of December and November as months, not just because we're busy with the holidays and family and things like that, but oftentimes I like to think of November and December as quieter months where I'm working on my business, but it's really around building and doing things behind the scene. I'm not as actively upfront doing visibility events, speaking, sales, or trainings, or things like that, because I want to take those last 2 months of the year to really take a look back at how my business has grown and where it's going into the new year. So my vision for my business from day one has always been, how do I create a 9-month year in my business? How do I hit my sales and revenue goals in 9 months so I can take 3 months off, right? That's one of the just most beautiful, powerful, and empowering things that you can do in your business as an online CEO running your business is to start thinking about the schedule and the lifestyle that you want to have. When was the last time that you thought about that? Let me know in the comments, right? Let me know in the comments. Well, today I'm going to be talking to you about really 2 simple rules that when you're creating content or posts online that I want you to be very intentional about. These are rules that I've tried and I've coached and trained my clients on how to really differentiate so that you can really start to convert with your social media, with your content online. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest pain when it comes to creating content? Let me know in the comments. What is your biggest pain point when it comes to creating content online? If you and I haven't had a chance to meet yet, I am Elizabeth Yang. I am a business strategist. I'm all about getting more customer yeses in your business. More importantly, I wear a consulting hat on how to grow and build your business when you have assets from your marketing to your social media to your operations to teams and how to hire, and how does it all come together so that you know that it is working efficiently and effectively for you, so that you, if you would like to have a 9-month year in your business, you can actually create that. For me, that's what success looks like. For you, it might be different, right? Some want to define success. They only want to work 30 hours a week in their business, right? I love what I do, so I don't have hard and fast rules about my schedule. I just try to be present to my family. That comes first. So if I have to be flexible during the day to take my kids off to camp, I know I can hire a nanny or someone to take them. But now that they're 13 and 11, I often find that those 10-minute car rides are often where I have the most fun, deep conversations in just that 10-minute car ride. So I don't ever want to pass that up. right? So that's some of the things that I really love about being able to create a business and be an online CEO, right? And so if you have a brick and mortar business, or you've been primarily focused on local events, like maybe you're doing job fairs or conferences, I want you to encourage you to think about, how do I flex my business model, my services to go online? This is so instrumental in your business. It is not just about digital marketing and social media marketing and promotions and content. It's truly about building a business model that allows you to flex to local and online. That is the power where you are going to get to generate leads from anywhere at any time, and you get to have options and flexibility in your business. That's what gets me really excited about having a business model that can flex to online. Having an online business does not mean that you're just selling tangible products like an e-commerce store. Okay, you can take your expertise and your service offering and flip it to a digital or an online program or product. Okay, I've done it for many of my students and clients. It is very possible, and it is so nice to have a diversified revenue stream in your business. If you love teaching in person and doing workshops in person and trainings and conferences, you can still do that, right? And then other times when you don't feel like it, you don't have to travel because you have your online options. That is the beauty of making sure that your business model can flex to the online environment, and that you have a team and someone else looking out for you to say, how does all these different pieces come together so it's integrated, so that you can move from solo CEO-preneur to really being a CEO where you're running a business that is successful based on your terms. Being a CEO and running a successful business does not mean you have to have hundreds of people. I know plenty of multi six-figure to seven-figure online business entrepreneurs that have teams that are less than 5. That is the beauty of an online space. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. Molly says that when it comes to her biggest pain point about content creation, it is the vanity metrics. She has a love-hate relationship with the likes, hearts, and comment section. I can so relate to that, Molly. So many of my students and clients that come to work with me, they often get caught up in that. It's like they do a post, right? You're just finding enough courage to just show up on social media consistently. And all of a sudden you post something or you do a live and there's like crickets. And then all of a sudden your confidence tanks, right? And then all of a sudden you post something and all of a sudden you're getting all these comments and likes and engagements. And all of a sudden you have this high boost in your confidence. Like you're like, oh my gosh, I can do anything. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Say yes if you know what I'm talking about. But here's the truth. Can I share this secret with you? This is what I tell my clients, and I'm going to tell you this too. People who invest in high ticket program, they are not going to be your engagers. They are the lurkers. So I want to encourage you to go back to some of my trainings. And there's one particular free training I did on how to monetize your lurkers. The ones that pay more, they're all on social media, but they are likely not the ones engaging in your content. They're likely not the ones that are commenting or liking or sending hearts, okay? The ones that pay high ticket, they're watching from the sideline. And this is why I tell my clients, you've got to be consistent with your social media and you've got to go all in on your business if your business is truly focused on having a strong online presence that differentiates you from everyone else. Because these high ticket people who have money, who value and not cheap price points, those people that I'm talking about, your MVPs, your most valuable paying ideal customers, they're watching from the sideline. And here's what they want to know. Are you for reals? Are you for reals in your business? It's not about the fact that you have a business and it's a side hustle. I think people get it. They totally get the fact that somebody might have a side hustle at a job and they're trying to go full time. But what they want is to know is that, are you really serious about your business, and are you really committed and all in? Why is that important to them? Why do you think that's important to them? Right? Because they have money to spend. Their dollars, their hard-earned dollars, are valuable to them. They don't have any objections with price. They value value. And if they have money to spend, they want to know that you're legit. They want to know that if they invest in you, that you're for reals, because they want to make sure that their hard-earned dollars don't go into waste with somebody who says they're starting a business, but it's really a hobby. Okay. Lurkers have money to spend. They are not going to be your engagers. They're not going to be the ones contributing to your vanity metrics. Okay, Molly? She's like, yes, I've experienced that for sure. 1000%. So stay focused on being consistent with your content. Stay focused on solving and communicating the pain points that you help with. Okay. Now, inside of the Customer Yes Lab, I show my clients how to move the needle from creating posts that convert to conversations, one-on-one conversations, whether it's in the DM or on a call, so that you can actually close the deal, right? But what I'm saying to you now is, remember that vanity metrics are simply just that. In the beginning, it's great to have some sense of direction if your content is working or not working, right? But the true test is whether or not you can close the deals with your social media, your content, your posts, okay? If you're closing deals, even if it's one-on-one conversations or in the DM or follow-ups from a Facebook group, right? That means that your social media is working. That means that lurkers are watching and they're paying attention. I can't tell you how many deals I have closed because of lurkers. Like probably 80% of my business are from lurkers. That's why I show up consistently, because I know you lurkers are out there watching, right? But they're likely not going to be your engagers. Why? They're just too busy. They're just too busy, right? So I love that. Thank you for that. I'm on a tangent for that. Okay, so let's talk about today. So first of all, I want to talk about why your posts may not necessarily be working for you. I mean, you and I know that content is a lot of work, right? But see, what happens is many of us overthink our content and posts when it comes to marketing and social media. And we get caught up in trying to create posts that inspire, right? I mean, like, how do you do that when some days you're just not feeling motivated yourself? How many of you have been there? Like, unmotivated? Drop that in the comments. Unmotivated, right? There are days where I just don't feel motivated. So if you're not motivated, how do you create content that inspires? Right? Like, you're just hoping and praying that inspiration is just going to hit you so that you can go ahead and create a post that will inspire, right? Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Okay. Here are just 2 simple rules for you to think about when it comes to creating your content and social media posts that I want you to just make sure you're doing anytime you're creating content. If you are ready for that, let me know. Drop ready into the comments. Send me some hearts or emojis so that I know that you are present with me. Okay. So anytime you're going to hit post in your feed, I want you to do a gut check and ask yourself these 2 simple questions. Okay. 1, does your post spark curiosity? 2, are you just simply being direct? Okay. You're like, Elizabeth, duh, isn't this common sense? It's not common practice. And I'm going to break it down for you. Okay. In your posts that you're about to hit the button on, right? Are you describing the benefits and results in your post? That sparks curiosity. Don't make it about you. Make it about your MVP, your most valuable paying customer. How can she or he win? Are you describing that benefit or that result? Don't talk about the product name or where to buy it or anything that has to do with whatever it is your offer or you're selling. Okay? Simply create curiosity. And you might be thinking, well, Elizabeth, how will they know like where to buy? If you do curiosity posts coupled with direct posts, that's how they know. Okay, so these two are really powerful, simple ways to think about content that converts for you. Okay, I want to share with you how powerful, okay, curiosity is in your business. Okay, I had a client, right, that really wanted to start to do a better job of creating content and posts that convert without having to go live like every day, like being a social seller, right? And here's the truth. Your customers don't care about you. They care about what's in it for them. So your content, your post has to be focused on describing those benefits or results, right? So that you can make it about them. How can they win when they buy your offer, when they buy your product, when they use your service, right? I had a client who increased her pricing in her program by 25 times. Okay, let me just type that, right? Pricing increase by 25 times, okay? Who wants that? Let me know. Okay? Simply by focusing on making sure that her posts, her content focused on creating sparking curiosity. She spoke to the benefits of her program and her offer. She was selling nail products, okay? So you might be thinking, well, she's selling nails products. How can she increase her program, her offer by 25 times? She was selling the benefit of using her nail products, which was Glassy Shine Confidence. Okay. The benefit of you doing your own nails and you using her products with her expertise guidance to get the results that you want. You walk out there and shake someone's hand. You have what she calls her signature Glassy Shine Confidence. That's how she created a program where she can charge 25 times more than her tangible products that she was selling in her business. Your content has to spark curiosity. It's got to focus on benefits and results. Are you hearing me on that? Let me know. Do you want it like that kind of price point? 25 times. Type that into the comments 25 times, right? See, this is the power of creating content that converts and putting some thought into how can this post right before I'm going to hit the button create curiosity that's all about the customer and not about me. This is the difference between creating content that inspires others and converts to sales, right? In her content, she was able to stir curiosity. And when people are like, yeah, I want some of that, I want what she's having, they will be curious enough to follow up and ask you about your product or your service. You don't even need to drop that because your results, your benefits are so convincing in your content, your posts, it will automatically lead to buying questions, which is tell me more. What product or offer is this? How much does it cost? These are all examples of buying questions, but you got to stir curiosity. Are you loving that? You got to stir curiosity with your content. This is the difference, folks, between just posting for the sake of posting, the difference with vanity metrics, and just posting to sell, right? When you stir curiosity, you have the power to increase your prices like by 5 to 25 times, like my clients and students, because you are selling the benefit and the results, not the features, not the functions, not the thing. You see, the thing that you're selling, the features, the products, they can go out there and find the same exact thing for less. Anything that you're selling, your audience can go out there and find a replacement or a substitute for less. And you might be saying, well, Elizabeth, my stuff is high quality. You don't know. But guess what? Neither does your customer. Neither does your customer. And quite frankly, they don't care. So it's your job to educate the benefits, the results of your offer, your product in a way that stirs up curiosity for them. And when you can do that, my friend, right? When you can do that, my friend, you start to make a difference in creating content that converts for you. Okay? All right, so let's talk about the second rule. What's the second rule that when it comes to your content that converts, that you have to make sure you have a good mix of? You've got to be direct. I know, doesn't it sound really simple? But simply get to the point. After all, you've only got seconds to make an impression when people are scrolling through their phone, right? And so I want to encourage you to just ask, let them know. And this is my favorite line. And by the way, if you want notes to this, make sure you drop notes into the comments and my team will get you the link to where all my notes are so that, you don't have to take notes. Just hit notes into the comments, okay? So here's the thing. My favorite line to start a post is simply to say, you're invited to join me for, you're invited to join me at, you're invited to join me XYZ. There's something about writing that and being invited to an event or a program or a workshop that makes it sound exciting. It's like a one-on-one exclusive invitation. It's not sleazy. It's just simply an invitation. And when you can be very direct like that and not like wishy-washy, right? And mix up your content, that's how creating posts that are curious, mixed with inspiration, mixed with direct, lets people know that you're open for business. I want to just share with you how powerful this is for you in your business when creating content that converts, because I worked with a client to optimize her Facebook personal profile, right? And what we did was we took a look at her personal profile. We looked at her business and where she wanted to go. She was in the financial wealth building space. She builds her business and generate leads for life insurance and all the financial products, like many of the folks are in that business, locally in person, networking events, associations, yada, yada. But she wanted to diversify her business income stream by starting to build a presence online that was beyond just marketing and social media. Most people look at like the online space and think it's just digital marketing. It's just social media used to generate marketing. What I'm talking about is, yes, we need that, but to truly flex your business model so that you can support and deliver online to anyone, anywhere, at any time around the world. Delivery and fulfillment of your products and services online has everything to do with your business model and very little to do with marketing and social media. Okay? So what do we do? Literally that week, she was like, I don't know if this is going to work, Elizabeth. She's like, I don't know. I mean, do you really think me just optimizing my Facebook page, changing my profile and making a fancy cover and all of that stuff is really going to make a difference for my business? I said to her, you got to trust the process. Okay. I've been doing this way too long. Literally that same week, someone DM'd her and said, hey, I didn't realize that you were selling life insurance. I would love to get a quote from you. Can you do that for me? Boom, high ticket sale. Just like that the same week. She was like, Elizabeth, she couldn't believe it. She's like, wait, how did that even work? She's like, are you for reals? And I'm like, yeah, it's that simple. It's that simple when you're that direct. You know why? Because people want to buy. People are ready to buy, folks. It's not complicated. People have needs to buy all the time. And so by optimizing her Facebook personal profile, what did she actually do? Let's kind of dig a little deeper, right? I'm going to give you the psychology behind it, okay? And if you want notes in my comments, make sure you type notes. And I want you to hang in with me because I have a free event that's coming up that I want to invite you for, right? Like if you're loving this stuff, you're going to get to spend a whole entire week at my upcoming Scale Yeses bootcamp that I'm going to cover, like how do you create like converting content. That's just one piece of my free like boot camp, right? So hang in with me. It's coming up in July, and I want to personally invite you to join me. So let's break it down. Like, why is that so important for you to be direct with your content, your posts? Why did this work so easily, right? Sometimes I said to her too, I'm like, man, if it's this simple for you, that's a lot of pressure because now you're going to think that sales are really that simple all the time. And you know what? Many times they are, and oftentimes they're not. So, it's a give and take. But here's why it worked. If you've ever gone to look for a business when you're driving around and you see a sign, right? Like if you're looking for a Target, you see the Target bullseye in the parking lot. That lets you know that Target location is there and they're open for business, right? We get this. We often take that signage for granted. I want you to think about this for just a second. Online, what's the signage that you are open for business? Think about that. Type that into the comments. What is the sign that you are open for business? My friend, it is your social media profile, and it is content that's very direct. Hey, I'd like to invite you to join me for my workshop that's coming up. Hey, if you've been thinking about buying life insurance for your family and friends, send me a DM. I've been in this space for X many years. These are all signs and clues that you are open for business. Yeah, I know you're like, oh my gosh, Elizabeth, is it really that simple? Absolutely. But see, too many times we hide behind. It was so funny because in our program, one of the other clients and students asked her, she's like, what did you do? Like, how did you all of a sudden just come on board and do this? And then you got like this, like four-figure high ticket sale. Like, what did you do? And these were literally her words. She said, I stopped being a secret agent. I stopped pretending that I wasn't a business. I stopped hiding. Elizabeth made me be what? Visible. And I said, yeah, online, we are not like brick and mortar stores where there's a sign, right? Think about it, right? If you own a shop in a strip mall somewhere and you're like, oh, it's too expensive for me to have a signage, I'm not going to get one. My customers will find me if they really want to come and find me. Nobody will find you. Like no one knows where you're physically located in the strip mall. You need to invest and buy that sign. Do you know what I'm saying? Online, your signage is your content that's direct and obvious. Yeah, it's like a billboard. It's like a billboard. Are you, is that making sense to you? Right? So she told her audience that she was open for business. and she was like, Elizabeth, this person, I knew her for years. I didn't even think of her like as a prospect or a potential client or a customer that would be buying for me. But all of a sudden, I was direct. I posted. I optimized my Facebook profile. And bam, she DM'd me. People are constantly, when they're ready to buy, it's all about timing. It's all about timing. And your online personal profile, your content, your posts that are direct, right, is the signage to let your audience know that you are open for business. It is not a hobby. It is legit. Because what have I been teaching you inside of this community? People that buy high ticket, that invest a lot more than a free course or a YouTube, they've got money to spend and they want to know you're for reals. All right? They can buy free stuff anywhere. They can buy courses anywhere. They can hire and go and find the cheapest person to charge less. But when they value, right? The experience, the expertise that you bring to the table, right? The years of experience, the service that you provide, the heart that you bring to the table, the partnership of really caring about your customers, they value that, they will pay more for that. But because they're willing to pay more for that, their hard-earned dollars, they want to know you're legit. They want to know that you're legit. So when you focus on really taking your content and just doing a gut check right before you're about to hit post and just simply say, Elizabeth said, do this, I'm telling you, it will change the way that your content is done. And if you are loving this and you want more hands-on feedback with me in your business, literally in your business, helping you build maybe what isn't working right, helping you create a really clear conversation to conversion plan, really help you figure out, Elizabeth, I know what my expertise is. I know what my experience is. I just don't know how to do this whole online thing and take my business online and do all of these things, because maybe it's the tech that scares you, or maybe it's like being visible on social media. There's some mindset limitations there that we need to shift. I want to encourage you to join me at my free upcoming boot camp. And this is so exciting. It's all about scaling customer yeses, right? I don't want my students and clients to be solopreneurs. I don't want you playing small, right? Many times, many startup companies, they have this vision of having 6 figures in their business. You can't get there by yourself. And I want to show you literally the launch plan that I use for all my students and clients that pay me thousands of dollars to invest working alongside me. I literally will be sharing this at my Scale Yeses Bootcamp. So can I share more? If you're like, yes, tell me more, how can I sign up? Drop yes into the comments, and I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so here it is. This is a free event that is happening on July 12th. Right? It's going to be a whole week long. And basically, I want to encourage you to sign up. This is where you can go, bootcamp.elizabethyang.biz/scale yeses. And this is what you're going to be getting out of it. And I want to just share with you that if you're interested in becoming a referral partner for me, where you want to just share this event, what I'm going to be doing at this bootcamp is that for every person in your circle that decides to come on board, right, and they join me inside the Customer Yes Lab, I will be paying you $300 in cash, because this is not about MLM. This is truly about advocating for people to finally build the business and grow themselves in a way that they had never thought was possible. And you'll see that that's something that I have here called Referred By. Okay, so here's what you're going to be getting at the free 5-day week-long bootcamp event. This is about scaling yeses, okay? This is for you if you really want to build a business online that is going to be multiple 6 figures or more, okay? This is for you if you want to take that side hustle full-time, okay? This is for you if you want to continue to really serve and turn your passion into profits in your business and really make a difference, right? This is what this boot camp is going to be all about. It's going to be really, how do you start to niche yourself as the #1 go-to expert, not just working with any customer, not just your dreamy customer. That's like half the battle, right? But it's really your MVP, your most valuable paying customer. And I will show you literally how to identify your MVP, your most valuable paying customer, and why not all clients are created equal for you. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how literally with the way that you lead with your human connection, like how I can literally predict how much money you're going to make based on how authentic you lead with the human connection. I call this my money connection predictor formula. Right? It shows you how to lead in sales with the human connection so that you don't have to be sleazy. So it's not stressful. It's really about simplicity and grace and really working with the right customer who's ready to buy, who's willing to pay premium. Why are they willing to pay premium? Because they want quality. They want more time with you. They want to tap into your brain. They want to lean into what you got to share. These are what people are paying more for. So if you're like, I want to learn like how to like charge more in my program so I can get to 10, 20K months faster, right? This is for you, right? And literally the sold out map is literally what it takes to really start to think about one of 7 six-figure online income streams that you can build. So if you've been sitting there and you're like, I've been thinking about a podcast, I've been thinking about writing a book, I've been thinking about recording a course, like I'm going to help you think about how can you launch something like that? Let's just call it a product and really monetize it. And what are some things that you really need to think about if you really want to scale quickly to hit 6 figures or more in your business? And I'm going to help you identify really like what the difference is between being a dabbler and really being all in your business, right? So go here, check us out, right? Like learn more about what people who have attended my past boot camps have said, right? Learn more about my background, right? Like really just check it out. And you've got nothing to lose. You, my friend, have got nothing to lose. I often say that I guarantee you that you will get 5 times more value coming to my free boot camp than your last investment. If you come to my boot camp and you participate and you do the homework and you show up and you're advocating, you're doing it, and you're like, oh my God, this was such a waste of my time, send me a DM. I mean that. I got no value out of it, Elizabeth. You broke your promise. I will buy you coffee. Your coffee will be on me. I'm so confident that you will get 5 times more value than your last investment in you. I will. How can I be so confident? Don't you want to be this confident in your business and your product and your programs and services? I can be this confident because I have seen the transformations. I have seen the results, right? Like people who come to my boot camp that attend for free, they still get breakthroughs. They come back every single time. And I'm not even mad about it. I'm not even mad about it. Because this is why I do my free boot camp, because I want people to see that what's possible for them. This is all about the yes, I can difference, right? So if you've been struggling in your business, feeling unmotivated, not really sure what to do, maybe you've already done courses and read books, but it feels like you never have time to finish that course, right? Come to this boot camp. You're going to find the gap. You're going to find what's missing in your business. You're going to find the missing ingredient that you need to prioritize and focus in on. And it's going to make the biggest difference in your business. You're going to see what's possible, right? I'm just not saying that. I am saying that because I have seen the transformation for each of my students that have come through the boot camp, to those that have worked with me or decide not to. That's okay, right? Because I am on a mission to serve 1,000 diverse entrepreneurs to be more visible online. I'm all about turning expertise online, turning your passion into profits so that you're visible, so that you're discoverable, so that you're memorable, so that people can remember you and be top of mind for those people, right? So I want to invite you to register for the Scale Yeses Bootcamp. And if you would love to just share this with your circle, send me a DM. Or if you want the link, maybe you're driving right now, drop bootcamp into the comments and my team will get you the link to sign up for the bootcamp. It is happening on July 12th, right? And it's going to be so much fun. I have so many goodies like stored up. I can't even wait. All right. So until next time, same place, same time next week, we're going to be focused on marketing, 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 marketing. So if you've loved this event, this topic today, you're going to love it even more at the boot camp, right? And one of the common questions I get is, Elizabeth, what if the time doesn't work for me at the boot camp? It's okay. You can catch the replays. You can catch it anytime during the day. But here's one thing that I want you to know, though, about my boot camp, in case you don't know, is that I hit the delete button on July 20th, about a week or so after the boot camp. Why do I do that? Because I'm a big believer that opportunities happen not on your time, Opportunities happen when they happen, when preparation meets opportunities, right? Right now, if Oprah called and you're like, Oprah, I just don't really have time right now. Let me get back to you next week because this week is just really crazy with work and my kids' schedule. Like, do you think Oprah would have time for that? You would flex everything for Oprah, right? But why, when it comes to your business and your dream and really scaling your businesses, getting more customer yeses into your business, injecting your business with cash so that you can hire extra help, why don't you have time for that? I don't know. If you can't make time for what matters the most to you, like, how do you begin to even create the business and the life that you've always dreamed of? You just can't. Because when do results happen, my friend? Results happen in the doing, 1000%. Okay? So if you want the link to my notes today, drop notes. My team will get that out to you, right? If you want the link to sign up and learn more about my free boot camp, type boot camp into the comments. My team will get that link out for you, right? So same place, same time next week. I will see you then. Take care. Bye.